Attention to orders. The President of the United States takes pleasure in presenting the Bronze Star Medal to First Lieutenant Travis L. Manion, United States Marine Corps, for service as set forth in the following citation. For heroic achievement in connection with combat operations against the enemy while serving as a company advisor, 3rd Battalion, 2nd Brigade, 1st Iraqi Army Division Military Transition Team, 2nd Marine Expeditionary Force. From 26 December 2006 to 28 April 2007, in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. First Lieutenant Manion aggressively pursued the enemy while mentoring his Iraqi counterparts. On 19 March 2007, his vehicle was attacked by an improvised explosive device. Though disoriented from the attack, he checked for secondary devices and then led the pursuit of the triggerman. Identifying the triggerman, he denied his attempt to emplace a booby trap with accurate fire from his M203 grenade launcher, and then personally apprehended the suspect. On 27 March 2008, he led his patrol in support of an adjacent unit that was subject to a complex enemy attack. He exposed himself to the enemy's small arms fire on multiple occasions in order to physically position and direct the return fires of his Iraqi soldiers. On 28 March 2007, he immediately responded to a suicide vehicle-borne improvised explosive device attack on the Iraqi barracks at Fallujah Government Center. Despite ongoing enemy small arms fire and direct fire, 2 suicide bus attacks, a second suicide vehicle-borne improvised explosive device, and the heavy presence of chlorine gas, he repeatedly endangered himself by entering the damaged barracks to remove casualties, and then by positioning and directing the fires of Iraqi soldiers on the rooftop of the government center. First Lieutenant Manion's zealous initiative, courageous actions, and exceptional dedication to duty reflected great credit upon himself and were in keeping with the highest standards of the Marine Corps and the United States Naval Service. The combat distinguished device is authorized. For the President, signed, S.T. Helen, Lieutenant General, United States Marine Corps, Commander, U.S. Marine Corps Forces, Central Command. The President of the United States takes pride in presenting the Silver Star Medal posthumously to First Lieutenant Travis L. Manion, United States Marine Corps, for service as set forth in the following citation. For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity in action as company advisor, 3rd Battalion, 2nd Brigade, 1st Iraqi Army Division Military Transition Team, Regimental Combat Team 6, 2nd Marine Expeditionary Force, in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. On 29 April 2007, as First Lieutenant Manion's patrol concluded a search of a suspected insurgent house, it came under precision small arms fire attack. With the corpsman previously wounded by enemy fire and the attack developing into a full-scale ambush, First Lieutenant Manion and a fellow Marine exposed themselves to the increasing fire to pull the corpsman out of the kill zone. After recovering the corpsman and administering first aid, First Lieutenant Manion led his patrol in a counterattack, personally eliminating an enemy position with his M4 carbine and M203 grenade launcher. As he continued to direct the patrol, another Marine was wounded by the enemy's accurate fire. He again moved across the kill zone under fire by 5 insurgents to recover the wounded Marine. Iraqi Army reinforcements, halted by an improvised explosive device, were unable to advance on the flank of the insurgents, and First Lieutenant Manion and his patrol found themselves taking fire from 3 sides. While fearlessly exposing himself to gain a more advantageous firing position and drawing enemy fire away from the wounded Marines, First Lieutenant Manion was fatally wounded by an enemy sniper. His courageous and deliberate actions inspired the eventual counterattack and ultimately saved the lives of every member of his patrol. By his outstanding display of decisive leadership, unlimited courage in the face of heavy enemy fire, and utmost devotion to duty, First Lieutenant Manion reflected great credit upon himself and upheld the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and the United States Naval Service. For the President, signed, Donald C. Winter, Secretary of the Navy. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the Marine's hymn, followed by volleys, taps, and the retirement of the colors.